Hello, everybody.
What's up?
Welcome to Burning Hammer Wrestling. My name is Seth Skinner. This is my buddy Dave.
Howdy.
And we talk about wrestling. We're back again every 2 weeks. This is us. This is what we do.
Yeah.
Head over to w.gg. Use the promo code CLEARSHOTS. It's all one word, and it gets you 10% off your whole order, and it supports the show. So, with that out of the way, we got a decent amount to talk about because there was two big events.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, Wrestlepalooza, which
Yep.
I don't even like saying.
Nope.
And
It's a weird one.
and AEW's All In or All Out.
It was all out. It was all
And
out.
yeah, there were contrast. There was definitely a contrast between these two shows, I thought. The sentiment was that Wrestlepalooza felt, somewhat samey.
Yep.
And yeah, that's bothersome because you're going into this new like ESPN situation and you want to put on, I don't know, you want to put your best foot forward, so to speak.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think that
I thought it was a huge mess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that they did everything they could to try to make it feel like it was going to be a WrestleMania level show.
Yeah.
And then they put 4 matches on it.
That's the problem, is the way
Good
they
luck.
hyped it up.
Good luck. Yep.
They hyped it up, and you got like Braun Breaker sitting on doing,
And then it was
interviews
like a
going,
Saturday
it's gonna
night
be-
main event.
Yeah, it's like, well,
Yeah.
this is going to be one of the biggest events of the year.
Wrong.
It's like, okay,
Way off. Yeah. It was a Saturday night main event without the nostalgia.
Yeah, and partially it's like, okay, I get it. Like they're hyping it up for a reason. Like it's a big money deal, and like it's the first show on ESPN. Like I get why they're hyping it up, but like also you got to deliver, somewhat.
You got to deliver.
And I think people were the opening match was Lesnar and Cena, which I thought was kind of weird, but like fine, I guess.
And I want to say something about that quick, because it seems like almost universally online, everybody's saying
My skin
it
is
was
so
a
dry.
glorified squash match of Brock just squashing Cena, and I disagree. I was like, am I watching the same match?
There was
Brock
elements
won.
Yeah, there was like elements of
There was
things that
elements
were,
of it, but
Yeah.
Cena totally fought back. He hit him with his finisher and shit.
Yeah, there was a
It was a little bit of back and forth with more position
so
for
than-
Lesnar
Yeah.
than Cena, and it was clear as day to me it's because they're setting up for more.
Yes. Oh yeah, of course.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously they're setting up for more.
Yeah, and I think in one way too, it's like, you got to think like ESPN fans. A lot of them are going to be casuals, like that do watch it, right?
Yeah.
So I think like, for some reason, there's like there's always this thing with Brock Lesnar. It's like, oh, I want to see Brock Lesnar kick somebody's ass, and it's like
Until he does it.
You did get to see
Yeah,
that,
until he does it.
right?
And
yeah,
then now
it's
all of a
like-
sudden you hate it. And I get it. Like Stace can't stand Lesnar, but she at least respects his ability to, like, he's a great worker, and she knows enough about it too, to where she can tell.
Sure.
She gets it, and
Yeah.
she's watched it for a million years too, and watches it with me a lot, and has for forever, almost 15 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And grew up watching it, and she can't stand Lesnar, and still will say like, oh, but he sells great, and he puts guys over, and a lot of the stuff that people accuse him of doing, he doesn't do.
Yeah.
I
think he's great like all the time. Honestly,
yeah, I also do.
I've
yeah.
never really seen him like miss on something.
I'm a
like this.
huge Lesnar fan. The thing is, I get why it just does get old though, seeing a German suplex match for the 50,000th
Yeah,
time.
I get that.
And that's only gets old if it happens all the time like it did though.
Yes.
Like the fact that it's been a while since we've seen this made it less of a, I don't know, it just didn't bother me as much. I don't know.
I think there's also a reason that, there's a reason he was having all these matches where it's just German soup. It's just to make this huge build that he's like this guy to, when you do overcome him, it's like a big deal.
It's a big deal. Yeah. And I get that, but It doesn't take away from the fact that like it's totally valid for people to be like, I thought I was done having to see this type of match.
Yeah.
I get that because we got so much of it. Having said that, it feels like a setup for a feud, but when? Because the flip side of that feud coin is that Cena's only got 5 total appearances left until he's done forever.
Yes.
You're going to waste all of them on Lesnar?
Right.
No.
It's like, and also how.
And they already are not doing that.
Well, they also just don't seem to be building any of these Cena matches well.
No. And I don't think it was intended to be. I'm not like, it feels like a build up for a trilogy. But I don't want to say that's what we're getting because it also doesn't feel like that's happening.
Yeah, I think that it feels like they're just throwing opponents at him for this last thing.
I think it's just going to be a tour of his dream opponents. Who can they get that he wants one more with before he goes?
Yeah,
which we've got to get to that because there's some today. Well, actually, probably yesterday. No, I think it was today. Today's Thursday, so it would have been yesterday on Dynamite, right? Dynamite was yesterday.
See, I didn't watch Dynamite.
Okay, so I didn't watch the whole thing, just wasn't able to, unfortunately. But we might as well bring it up and go over it just while we're here. They went out of their way to show Edge, well, Cope. Yeah, Cope's fine, whatever. They went out of their way to show a segment where Cope leaves and says, this is getting dangerous. Like he's in the locker room with Christian going, this is getting dangerous and for my family and stuff. I got to go away for a bit. And I don't know if I'm coming back.
Yeah. Because that was interesting because they had Beth come show up.
She came back and
at the pay-per-view.
Yeah. So it almost makes me think, are we somehow getting Edge coming back one time only to have one more match with Cena? Because it was like one of his biggest rivals before he had to retire.
Well, it's also interesting because he did the 5-knuckle shuffle. He did the
Well, that's because they are like...
Right. It's like a... Yeah.
They are also... Edge app.
His contract
doesn't come up till next December, I think. December 26th. No way. Is that real?
No, it says in the storyline, right? So what this says here is Adam Copeland is not under contract to AEW anymore with his departure announced in the storyline following the September 24th episode. Led to speculation, which is exactly what we're doing right now. But that could be a storyline departure. Yeah. I don't know if this is a thing. It could just be lining up that way, and who knows?
And So the other detail that's important is that he's about to be filming for something, right? So he's probably just going away for a bit to go film, but the timing is so beat for fans being like, please.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've seen a lot of people being like, is this real? I don't know, guys. I'm not really holding my breath for Edge to show up for one night only to face Cena. Would it be incredible? And do I wish it could happen? Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I'm going to err on the side of this isn't going to happen.
No.
But if it does happen, that would be even better because I won't be expecting it.
It'd be incredible. And Edge didn't leave on bad terms.
Yeah.
You know?
So it says a couple issues with the idea, namely Copeland's contract is believed to run until sometime in 2026.
That's right.
And a new report claims Copeland is leaving to film season 3 of Percy Jackson and the
Percy Jackson and Olympians. Okay. Yeah, it's just
but he's
show
filming
on
something.
Disney Plus. But
does anybody? I don't know. I would like to. How many people have Disney Plus? Because I've never had it. Is it big?
I have had it. I got it when it first came out because I had to in order to watch The Mandalorian.
I think I got a trial once to watch like Angels in the Outfield.
I no longer have it and am rapid fire getting rid of all my subscriptions. That is what it is.
I do want to watch Boy Meets World, and I know it's on there.
That's right. It is, and that's an important show.
Yeah, I think that it might be worth the price right there. But yeah, that's
So-
the general idea here. I don't think he's
Yeah.
coming back. I really don't. I don't think
No,
he's going.
no.
But you know,
It's fun, though.
It's a fun speculation.
It's
yeah.
fun. Now back to the Cena thing quick. They aren't even having the next one he does be Lesnar because they're setting up for him versus AJ one more time,
Yeah, yeah,
which
Yep.
I want bad.
yeah. Of course,
I'm so excited for that.
it just feels like they're not like they could have made things like yes, they're throwing a lot of opponents at him and that's cool. But also, I would have rather seen like a feud happen. It doesn't feel like he's really got a feud.
You know, I
Even
go
with
back
Orton
and
and
forth
shit.
on
Like
it.
I don't know.
A feud would have been cool, but I think because he has such short time and he wants to get one more
Right, he's
chance to
checking
work
the
with so many
boxes.
guys,
Yeah.
he's trying to pay tribute to his entire career the best he can, and he's more focused on that than he is having one more actual run.
Yeah, and I wonder how much of it
And,
is like
it's very unique.
him deciding who he wants to.
It feels like a lot.
I don't know because Cena's
feels like
always
a lot
been
of it
the
is him.
company guy, though.
Yeah,
you know. So
But
it's like-
apparently Cena was who demanded Brock. Brock wasn't even going to come back, from what I understand.
yeah, I did read something about that.
Now,
I don't know.
who the
they'll-
fuck am I? But that's
Right.
what the rumor is online.
Yeah,
You know,
but that was the opening match. I didn't mind the match honestly, but
no, me neither.
yeah, I didn't love. I don't know. It's like I like certain parts of it. I didn't like. You know, it's like I like it as a standalone match. It's fun,
Sure.
but like. I don't know. It's just with the overall implications of everything, you're like,
Yeah.
you know.
I couldn't agree more.
I think everybody would kind of agree with that. So.
What was the second match? Was that the women's championship match?
No, that would be the Vision versus the Usos.
That's right. Vision versus Usos. Get the fuck out of here, scammer. Vision versus Usos.
Yeah.
The real only
didn't pay much
notable
attention to this
thing,
one.
it was okay. It's not like it was a shitty match.
felt like a
there
reason to
was
get them
plenty
on
of
the-
plenty of good spots and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But it was, like you said, it was
felt
kind of
like
samey.
How we get?
And
How do we get?
how do we
these
move the
guys on the
forward?
card.
How do we move it forward and get these guys on the card without, really doing that much?
Right.
What
I mean,
baseline, they're still putting it all on the line, while evidenced by the fact that the most notable thing from the match is Jay catching a ricochet of a chair off of Braun's back
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
gashing his head bad.
Yeah, this felt like it would have been just another
Oh.
Raw match, though. You know.
I take it back. Best thing about the match by miles, and the reason it was important was just LA Knight being a ref. Was hysterical,
Yeah,
dude.
you have to have that.
So good. He is just anything he touches, I'm all in.
I'm
on,
glad he's
dude.
still floating around the
in
a lot of the picture,
top
yeah.
of the card. Yeah. Oh, absolutely is. Yeah.
yeah. And,
He's intrinsically tied to the Seth Rollins lore now.
mhm.
Like he's super tied in with all that
I think it
because
was.
of the journey to take down Roman.
You could have told me that was a main event of Raw, though, and I would have.
Oh, no question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Speaking of which, the main event of Raw, the actual main event of Raw that happened the following Monday was better than that match, I thought.
Mm.
So it's like
I've only seen like the first hour and a half or something like that of Raw.
okay, Raw was better
So-
than the freaking pay-per-view was.
Yeah, it seemed good so
Yeah,
far. Yeah, and I have a couple
Absolutely
things.
was. Third match.
The third match was the women's
Io
title.
Sky versus Stephanie Vaquer
Yeah.
was lights fucking out, dude.
Yeah,
that was the
was-
best match of the night.
Well, yeah, surprise. Like
Shocker, I know. But best match of the night.
I could have told you it was going to be before
Yup.
the show happened.
Yep. Stephanie winning was huge. She has just lasered up the card and well deserved. Well deserved.
Yeah.
What an incredible match.
I just hope they give her a good title run. That's all.
I bet they do. She's
Like-
everything about her seems different.
yeah.
The way they see her, the way that she's integrated with the top of the card roster.
Sure. I just hope they carry it well. Like a lot of these titles, like runs lately, have felt like they
Stale.
fell short. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. A lot of them have, no doubt.
Yeah, and it's
It's
just
tough. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think they're falling into this trap where it's like when you've seen everything, now what?
Mhm.
You just gave us a nasty story. Cool. But also like
Right,
how do
because-
they're trying to figure out how do you long term keep putting out memorable good shit?
Yeah, because
What's
what
the
is
balance?
the story right now?
Yeah. What's the
What
best
is the-
story?
What is
I'll
the
tell you
story?
what I think the best story in WWE is right now, male or female, any show. I think the best story right now going on, as far as the people involved, how they're doing it, how they're pulling it off, what's happening. I personally think it's everything going on with Io and Rhea versus Asuka and Kairi Sane. That's my favorite stuff going on right now.
Yeah, it's interesting they have those backstage.
They're getting a lot of backstage time.
I mean, every
Asuka's been using her Kana-chan TV YouTube channel. Great YouTube channel. You should check it out. It's cool. It's actually really cool. And she's been doing that for years. But now she started using it to give extra lore and backstage information and some real info about her relationship with Io, her relationship with Kairi, a bunch of actual history of their influence and their lore in Japanese wrestling and stuff.
Yeah.
All this extra
That's cool.
character building and filler that if people are watching that, they're going to have such a different perspective on what what the meaning is to the stuff that's happening in the story on TV.
Greater. Yeah.
And so I just think everybody involved in that's been executing that it's just so well. It's been
it
great.
just doesn't feel like there's a main event level big story. Because there always was like the Bloodline or Cody.
I get
Rhodes
what you mean.
and,
I get what you mean. Yeah. So I was purely saying what is the story I'm the most. I think it's going the best right now.
Yeah.
Best narrative. Like the people are executing it the best, and just so much props to all them.
Yeah.
But I get what you mean. You mean like a.
What's the overarching
Cody versus Roman Mania 40,
Yeah.
the whole year, the whole 4 years of Roman? Like,
right.
what is that? 1A.
I don't see an end game. I don't see
one.
the end goal,
I don't see one right now. Though I guess you would say Seth with Heyman.
Yeah,
I guess that's
that
it.
is, but that's
what it's supposed to be.
Who's
what's the end goal?
Protagonist, Because for years, for even the last 2 years, you're like, oh, the Bloodline thing is gonna boil over, or like Cody's gonna take on Roman, or when does that happen? And then it's like, what are we looking at? Not like, what are we really looking for right now?
Yeah, what's the end game? And we don't know it right now. I don't know that that's a bad thing, but I do say this. I think we recognized it when it was happening, and a lot of people did, but a lot of people didn't, and that's okay. But I think in the years to pass, especially the years we're experiencing right now, where it's better than it was when Vince was there, and the morale is better, and the matches are great, but it feels like as great as they can be, but it feels like something is getting stale, right? It's like a down period for this new overall better period than what they had. So it's still better, but it's feels worse than like 39 and 40, right? And I think that's that's to be expected. There's going to be ebbs and flows and stuff, right? And eventually they'll have another big story.
Find something,
there, Yeah. So that's okay, but it doesn't mean it's not justified to watch it and go, I'm getting bored, Of course.
I think there's things that they're sitting on too, though, like the Judgment Day thing. Like, I think they're sitting on that for Liv Morgan to come back, but like,
I think so.
That feels like they've been sitting on that for so long.
Yeah,
and there's really something to be done there. Like,
well, that might be
Finn Balor.
That might actually be the end game. Major main event stuff that ends up happening is everything surrounding Judgment Day, because it's been such a big deal faction tied into so many major stories. But to get back to what I was saying about the lull period thing, we were talking about I think it's gonna make people look back on how good WrestleMania 40 was even better. Like, people are going to go, oh, it actually isn't that simple to produce just how perfect that specific run to 40 was.
Sure.
Like, we're not going to just get that at all times for years to come. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, of course.
That felt special, and how good it was because it was the time when it was booming. Just like WrestleMania 17 felt so special, you know?
Yeah, obviously you can't do it all the time.
And but again, it's not to excuse anything.
But
it's
yes, it just feels
getting
like
style.
Even if the story, like your main storyline isn't good, it's still existent. Like you're still building some kind of hype.
You're still doing something.
Yeah, and I think it feels like it honestly, to me, it just feels like everything's pushed aside because of Cena's retirement.
I think so. They want to make
he's taking all these main events, and it's like, you know.
But the flip side, he deserves it. However, but I think you're right, though. I think you're right, and that's a really good point. I think that's part of it. Is Cena said that's my last year, or can I do it big? And they went, we have to.
Right. So now they're on his timeline.
They're trying their best to progress all these major stories, but they're trying not to blow them off until he retires, which is tricky, but we're close. It's already September, almost October.
Yeah, so it's weird because in a way you're like,
we're getting
there. I kind of can't wait till Cena retires to see what they're going to do.
But also, Cena's retiring.
Exactly.
You know? But I do think that Royal Rumble, this is my prediction. Royal Rumble is when everything's going to start to turn into a new leaf and pop off because he'll be gone. If he truly does retire in December. I only say that because I don't know what's going to happen with Mania. And if he decides like something enticing enough facilitates where he's like, I have to do Mania, but then I am actually done. But I have the opportunity to do one more Mania.
I wouldn't say that's impossible.
I don't think it's impossible. I don't think it's likely, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Punk and AJ Rollins Becky match was, it was fine.
I thought was,
it's just like I like seeing AJ again.
I absolutely love AJ. Glad to see her back.
I thought the match was fine.
I thought the match was okay, and the only notable thing about it for me was just it was cool seeing the different tandem moves that both couples came up with. Like that stuff's always cool for me. I'm always going to be a fan of tandem tag.
Mixed tag is hard to choreograph.
It is. I think mixed tag is tough to do in general. I thought they did as good of a job with it as like you can do. And I think it was
you got the legal guy, and then you got to swap them out, and then
it's a whole.
And you want to have interactions with Becky and Punk, and
and Seth and AJ.
It's like I don't know.
I thought they did okay. And I thought that it was a safe bet. From a behind the scenes perspective, I go, not a bad idea. Give AJ's. There's just no chance she's not rusty.
Yeah, what can you? I don't know.
So just get her back in the ring in front of the crowd. Let her get used to it again. Take bumps and wrestle, and then, she can get that out of the way.
You get the nostalgia thing too, anyway. So
for sure, and I'm sure that's a wicked bucket list thing for Punk too. To go, oh my god, I got to tag team.
Yeah. Oh, for both of them.
For everybody involved, of course. Yeah, that's a good point.
Rhodes McIntyre was the main.
That was the main. Yep.
Yeah, that was a decent match too. Nothing crazy, unbelievable. Again, cool spots. There was a couple of cool spots.
Yep, absolutely.
It's just like one of those things. Like I'm glad Drew got thrown back into the main picture again.
For sure. Oh, he very deserves it. Now
another thing is like to show him off too.
Yep. And especially he main evented the first ESPN pay-per-view. Right. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
It just is.
Yeah, if I'm his character too, I would be wicked annoying about that too.
Him and Cody were the marquee match on the first ESPN pay-per-view of this era. Anyways, I don't recall them doing anything with ESPN back in the day, but I could be wrong, of course.
No, I don't think so.
But anyways, the story behind the scenes is that Cody and Drew were both on the same page, and there was somebody else too. I can't remember who it was, but somebody else. Multiple prominent figures backstage, including Cody himself, were pushing an idea to Triple H to have Drew win. and get the belt, which is crazy to me.
That'd be sick.
And the fact that Triple H didn't do it means, to me, it means that they've got to have something bigger planned for that. And the only reason I say it is because of Triple H's track record for keeping his promises to specifically guys like Drew.
I'll tell you what it has to do with is the fact that they decided to make Crown Jewel champion versus champion.
Yes.
So
that's what I think it is.
I think they wanted
That's
Cody
what I think it
versus
is.
Seth.
They want Cody versus Seth, and then after Crown Jewel,
maybe then
I'd be willing to bet.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing is they and I'm not mad about that. Like I think the Seth and Cody thing is going to be cool, and the promo they did on Raw.
Oh yeah,
was
it was
really
phenomenal.
Good.
Yeah.
So it's like, that being said, it's like, I would like to see Drew take that title at some point.
I think a lot of people do. I mean, the rumor is that a lot of the guys behind the scenes think it's the right move too.
Yeah, and I always like heels having the title.
Yes,
just because
that's what I mean.
Something
it just checks so many boxes.
Yeah. I mean, I know Rollins has it and everything on Raw, but it's like
it's okay.
Drew I like when the champ is a heel, so you have the babyface has that thing to chase, and that's what gives you the these main event storylines.
Yes.
And I think that's something that needs to come together here.
Yeah, and I think we're going to get that
Drew
with
that
Drew.
guy.
Make him this super dominant heel champion because it's so fucking believable. It's not even funny.
He's proven that you can do it.
Yeah, dude, he beat Lesnar for the world title, well, the WWE title at the time, in the main event of WrestleMania. It just happened to be the worst WrestleMania you could ever main event because it was during the pandemic. But it doesn't mean less people watched. It just felt weird because they couldn't be in the stadium.
Yeah.
And that's a bummer. And I hate that he had to
Crown
experience that.
Jewel this year?
But I can tell you right now, the fact that he went through that, and just everything we know about what the company's done for Drew, they're not going to bail on him. They see him as one of their premier guys.
Yes, they do.
They absolutely do. He's on the posters all the time. He's in tons of high-profile marketing and stuff.
So they're going to do this.
He's in movies now.
Western Australia.
Which one is this?
Crown Jewel.
Crown Jewel's in Perth this year. Yeah. I actually love that.
I do too.
If you're going to do a Mania.
Oh, look at that. They put the Riyadh season in there. On that,
well, yeah, because they probably funded it. But
if
you are gonna do Mania in another country, then you better rotate everything you do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just don't. I mean, we've already talked about this like WrestleMania thing. I don't love them going back to Vegas again, and I also don't love them going to
stand it.
Yeah,
I can't stand
love Saudi Arabia either. So
I don't give a shit about Saudi Arabia getting it either.
Especially when they had New Orleans already.
I'll tell you this. I'm indifferent on it. I think that it's clearly TKO being a scummy business thing, but the flip side is it appears that they're rotating shows around the globe now, which ends up being better for everybody.
Yeah,
I'm like, hopefully.
I was irritated because they were like, it's in New Orleans. And they even made
that pisses me off.
Yeah, they made like a big vignette too during WrestleMania.
And you know why? The only reason why is because they're all Vegas-based companies.
Yeah.
And, without getting into it, Vegas, due to current U.S. circumstances, is down like 500% in tourism.
Yeah.
And so the Vegas companies go, TKO's a Vegas company, and they're going, we have to make a buck on all our hotels and shit.
Yeah.
So we're getting it again because we want the money for us, not for whatever other city bought it. It's only business that causes it,
really
which sucks.
Really bad.
Yep.
So then I don't know. I'm bothered by that whole thing.
And it's the same with Saudi Arabia. The reason they already announced it is because New Orleans probably offered them $10 million to do it because it's what the rate would normally be. And then Saudi Arabia offered them $250 million.
Right.
And they went, okay, we're doing it. you know?
Yeah. What was the other thing? Oh, on
Again,
Raw.
Business wins. And
Again,
hate
I
that,
didn't
but
watch
it
all
is
of
what it
Raw
is.
this week. I only watched some of it.
I
Today,
did watch Raw.
I watched a little bit of it. But I thought that it was really cool that they put Penta with the War Raiders.
Yep.
I thought that was
that match
really
was
good idea.
That match was the second time we've seen a crazy ass hold nothing back WrestleMania have a WrestleMania level match like your family's well-being is on the line.
Yeah.
With 6 guys going out going, so we don't get to be on the pay-per-views, huh? Got it.
Yeah.
You know?
And it was good because the War Raiders are like decent. So it's like, why not have Penta work with them? Because Penta's not really in a feud.
Is.
Like, where's the feud he's been in?
I don't know,
it's like,
but
so
he's
it's like,
too good to not be doing something at all times.
Put them together, elevate the War Raiders.
Absolutely.
That's
when do they ever not look incredible?
Yeah, that's a Tetris piece. That's the straight piece right there.
Yep, he just goes, yep. And, you need a guy who can do anything and is weathered at going, how many billions of memorable moments and crazy Armageddon tag match, hardcore matches, and ladder matches do you need? I've got it covered in spades. And they go, dude, the most technical spot of the whole night was in that match. And I can remember it exactly. It was the New Day standing on the outside. So Xavier, Kofi, ring is out this way. Penta was in the ring, and the War Raiders. Where the fuck was Grayson Waller, though? I'm like, I can remember it perfect. Yeah, no, I can't until I start saying it. But Penta did some crazy ass fucking move, and as he did it, he went through them as they like speared guys.
Yeah.
It was crazy, dude.
Yeah, there was like a couple weird like springboard moves they used.
It was
cool.
He
bent down by the
springboarded like through the ropes or over the ropes or something and hit Grayson. And him and Grayson went flying like through and past the War Raiders as they came in and attacked.
Yeah.
Fucking Kofi and Xavier. It was crazy, dude. Wicked crazy.
Yeah, that's the thing is there's a ton of talent over there.
I feel like I just fucked that match up so bad. I love it. In my head, I'm like, I could see it, and I went, I got this shit. I'm gonna say what happened.
All right, check this out.
Check this out. But no, there was a wicked, crazy technical spot of guys going through each other and shit and that, and it made us all like crap our pants when we were watching it.
Yeah, it was all over the place.
That match was phenomenal.
And that's where I stopped watching, so I'll watch the rest of it. I downloaded it on my phone because Netflix lets you download shit.
Dude, the main event of the whole night was incredible. It was Rhea Ripley versus fucking Asuka.
Oh.
And the end of the match was a huge turning point in that whole story, like major.
Okay.
Which I can bring up if you.
I've seen like images.
You've seen clips and stuff. Yeah. So, Asuka and Kairi turned on Io.
Yeah.
And jumped her and beat the shit out of her. And the way it was pulled off though was incredible, absolutely incredible. Asuka finally did the like mist spit, like
I saw that everywhere.
Yeah, she did that to Rhea, and then
they can't stop posting that.
Yep. And then made Kairi turn on Io and like beat her up while she's literally like crying, being like, why are we doing this? It was done in a great way that made Kairi easy to sympathize with. She's like in an abusive like student-teacher relationship. And Asuka's like the manipulative, aggressive. Like
they've been
teacher.
doing that for a while.
Yeah, and they finally like fulfilled that.
Yeah, it's sort of
what they've been building to, and it was awesome.
Good, because I've been wondering where the hell that's going.
And now we're probably going to get Asuka and Kairi versus Io and Rhea at some point, and they can go 100 ways with that.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, dude. We've just been I've been honestly at work. We've been down, so I haven't done anything at work. But that's more exhausting, than when you're actually doing
Sitting
shit.
there going,
so I come home and I go to bed at like 7. I get home the next day.
I don't blame you.
I've pretty much watched like nothing since the big events on Saturday or Sunday or whatever it was. Saturday, right? And then because then Sunday I just watched football all day. But All Out was cool too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All Out was good too.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then you sent me the Green Bastard.
Yep.
Backstage.
Big fan of that.
That
Big
was
fan of
cool.
that. And I can't remember the guy's name. Very, very, very legendary hockey player.
Oh, they were in they were in Toronto.
They were at the Maple Leaf Arena, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, Edge, dude, I don't know. Edge and Christian being together is awesome.
They just never stopped that.
Yeah.
Like,
he's your asshole.
When they can't wrestle anymore, somebody, for the love of God, let them continue doing the Edge and Christian awesome show.
I know.
Edge and Christian show that totally reeks some awesomeness.
Well, they don't need anybody to let them do it. Just get to do it on YouTube. Why don't they just have their own podcast or something?
EACC or EACSTTROA.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that show was incredible. That was the best thing on the network. Straight up. Me and Stace watched that and we were like, this is, they have to
whatever
do this.
happened, I mean, it's got to be somewhere.
They did 2 seasons, which were both incredible, and then it never happened again.
Yeah.
And we were, dude, that show's incredible. If you've never seen that,
it totally reeked of awesomeness.
Look it up. It totally reeked of awesomeness, dude. It's impossible to hate Edge and Christian as regular human beings outside of the ring. Impossible to hate them ever if you watch that show.
Yeah.
It's so obvious that's who they are, and they can't turn it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And well, plus the other spot, that one spot was cool with the 5-knuckle shuffle, the AA.
Oh yeah,
it was cool seeing Beth Phoenix.
Of course,
like all that shit was really cool. I don't think she's never been in AEW, so that was kind of her debut.
So. The only thing we've had, her voice saying "You think you know him."
Oh well, yeah,
which is cool.
She took a spike pile driver too.
Yeah. Dude, that's gonna be.
Dude, AEW is killing it right now.
It is.
Gotta say,
it is 100%.
It's like these two. If I was gonna watch, dude, if I had to pick one of these shows to watch,
it's AEW.
It's that one.
Yeah, because you know exactly what you're getting on WWE right now.
And
AEW's firing up.
It's just so much more like, dude, what was it like? Somebody on commentary said, like, I think it was Bryan Danielson. Did he say the F word, or he said, I don't give a fuck or something like that? He said it on the air, and you're like, what? This is so. Like,
and they're going to be able to though, because they're coming off cable. They're on HBO now. Yeah.
Well, and it throws you off guard because you're so used to WWE being like this clean, like, just like this. I don't know.
Why do you have to?
You don't have. They don't have to.
Oh, Game of Thrones isn't successful. It's the most rampant sex scene show of all time.
Well, they have investors, and that's what it comes down to now.
I get that. Yeah.
It's
WWE cannot.
Right.
AEW can.
Yes. WWE is like, and they did their Netflix show, and they were kind of walking the line a little bit.
Yeah.
Trying to say, hey, we're on Netflix, we can do this shit now. But then they just didn't do any of it anymore.
And they did have Cody drop an F-bomb in a cool way.
Well, yes. And the thing about that was it makes it a huge impact when you do that kind of thing.
Yep.
Because of the fact that your baseline is down here.
Yeah. Yep.
Where AEW is redlining all the time.
Yeah.
So,
which it causes its own problems, but there's pros and cons.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I love watching a show redline all the time, dude. Yeah. That's what I want to see, dude. Adrenaline. I want to see like crazy shit.
Why ECW was so good back in the day.
You just don't know. And here's the thing: like, people don't love the way AEW approaches a lot of these like hardcore matches.
Sure,
but like this is tame.
I don't.
In a lot of ways, compared to like
as long
ECW.
As they don't do death matches, actual death matches, I just don't.
Right.
It's not that,
but I've seen.
It's not that there's not a market for it, but it's such a smaller audience.
It is for sure.
I just don't want to see
I've seen
it.
Sabu get his bicep torn open with
and
barbed
then
wire
tape it together and shit.
while taking like a neck breaker, and
It didn't make me enjoy seeing it though, because it's pretty fucked up.
No, but
I saw it.
Seeing like what was the MJF and Mark Briscoe that match, seeing that is like tame as hell compared to that kind of shit.
Yeah.
So you're like, there's an acceptable level, I think.
I agree.
I think they're walking the line, and I think that match was really, really good. MJF and Mark Briscoe, dude.
Oh my god,
that was a
how
fucking
good
banger.
does it feel to see Mark Briscoe getting to be showcased as a single star like that?
Yeah, very, very cool. And
rest in peace to his brother for sure, who was every bit as good.
There was a shit ton of thumbtacks, dude. It was like,
oh yeah,
they were everywhere.
Dude, the Briscoes are one of the greatest tag teams of all time, who just should have been so much bigger.
Yeah,
and are regarded by a lot of fans as one of the greatest of all time, but
there's something different about
it's
him.
Such a shame they didn't. And I think I don't know if WWE would have even known what to do with them. You know what I mean?
No, they
I don't. I think
wouldn't.
they made the right move by doing what they did on the indies.
They would have nothing to. They wouldn't have anything to do with them.
Yeah,
you can tell. I can tell you that right now.
Like AEW for sure would handle the Briscoes better, in my opinion, because they're way more hands off. It seems sometimes that's great, sometimes that's not great.
Yeah,
right. With the Briscoes, it's required.
Yeah, and I said it once too. Like, I don't know if I said it on the show. On Reddit, there was a guy going like, "Why do people hate Tony Khan?" Or like, "Why is he so polarizing?" I was like, "Well, people love Tony Khan because he's a giant wrestling fan with a ton of money." Yeah. And then I was like, "People hate Tony Khan because he's a giant wrestling fan with a lot of money." Like it's literally the same reason.
And that's the burden of the reality for him. It's never gonna stop.
You just can't win there. And
you do hear a lot of people that heavily criticize AEW nonstop, always and forever. You do always hear them maintain generally that Tony Khan, the one thing you can't take away from him is that he's not a worker. He's a good guy. Like, he's not there to scum anybody or be a fucking skeevy scammer.
Dude, I saw
pro wrestling promoter, piece of trash guy that you hear stories about.
Was it All In or something? Like, before one of his big shows, he was doing a like a live stream just from his house or whatever, talking about the show.
Dude is just
cool to me. He
happens to be rich.
Yes, but that is way cooler to me than TKO.
Oh, no question. I would rather have a guy like Tony in charge of things than TKO.
Right. I'd rather have a guy who's just a fan. He's basically playing universe mode or whatever.
That's why the way things have gone with WWE is so heartbreaking for me, because the talent that works there is a lot of the best talent in the entire world.
Yes, it's hard to tune out because of the talent. You don't want to watch.
And the creative guys, unhindered by TKO, are some of the most brilliant.
Well, they've showed that.
They've shown you that they can do some of the best work you're ever going to see.
Yeah.
You know? You're talking about guys like Regal and shit in a Pat Patterson spot now. Like, the guys you have backstage are guys you want to see being allowed to operate, right?
They put Pete Dunne back there too somewhere on NXT or somewhere like that.
Okay,
I can't remember what they put him in. They put him in a role backstage somewhere recently.
There's no way he's not gonna crush in that. He's so good, dude.
I don't know if it'll tell me here where he is now.
He's a producer for NXT UK. Or NXT, well, he was at one point.
NXT UK, I believe, is
and for AAA. He's a producer for AAA, I'm pretty sure.
And he made an appearance too.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's great.
Showing me that because that was a big headline.
But anyways, them having TKO, it was like WrestleMania 40 was this whole idea of this new era. And there's already a new era.
And you could tell there was
again, like 2 years later because TKO demands it.
Well, there's been like 3 different new eras now.
Yeah, and it sucks, and it's watered down. And the talent is still incredible. The matches are still okay. Yes. There's still plenty of great matches.
Well, you had the new era before WrestleMania 40. Then you had the Netflix era. Then you had the ESPN era. There's probably a bunch of other ones in there too. But
but
I mean, you could tell when the hands were there was too many hands in the soup.
There's too much. TKO is just gonna apps, and now they're just getting super greedy and weird and.
Right, and it's a shame. Like you said,
it's a shame.
There's a lot of talent over there that I want to watch, and what sucks is that I'm losing interest. And the thing that's not bad about that is that there's an alternative.
Yeah, this is why it's good.
You know, TNA's always been there. There's been an alternative, but like AEW feels like a good alternative right now.
It does, yeah. And there were times where it didn't. And we're lucky that while WWE is feeling like it's starting to enter a lull period after such a great high, there is a company there with the same level of production capability, the same level of budget capability, and the same level of talent, generally speaking, you know, ready and waiting to go, oh, perfect.
Well, this is the time they need to do
that. We're lucky as fans that we get to have it so it's not a synchronized wave, it's asynchronous. Or it's, I mean, I guess it would still be synchronized, but it's not in unity. Like the wave for WWE is not going AEW and WWE both like this.
They're crossing.
They're going like this.
Yeah.
You know, so when one is up, the other's down, and then they cross.
It's what it feels like.
You know what I mean? And that's what we need.
I think what AEW needs is better weeklies. But I think
agreed.
Their big shows are incredible. Yeah, and they're long. Like they feel like
are
big
incredible.
Events.
They feel like a huge deal.
Yeah, and you are like at a certain point, you're watching it, and it's like 3.5 hours in. You're like, wait a minute, there's still like Tony Storm and there's still Hangman, and you're like, how many matches are on this card?
Dude.
It's actually kind of crazy. And then so Mercedes Moné and Riho, that was a great match. Riho is great. I'm glad she's back.
Oh, me too, yeah.
And Mercedes, she's always really good in the ring. She gets a lot of shit, obviously, but
she gets a lot of shit, but I don't think she's as bad as she gets heat for.
No, I don't think so either.
No.
Oh man, there was some really interesting shit on this card. Moxley and Darby Allin, that was a great match too. Pac returns. He's back, so that's really cool.
I didn't see that. When did he come back?
During the Moxley match, because he was part of the Death Riders. So it was cool to see him come back.
That's
kind of
cool.
Surprised.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's gonna be sweet to watch as well.
That dude is so good.
That also throws another thing into that Death Riders thing, because they're kind of on the decline, storyline wise.
Yep.
But we'll see where they want to go from there, because they don't have the title anymore, obviously.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I think they should have it this way. Like, still have them be a thing, have them have something to overcome.
Agreed.
And Darby Allin is perfect for that. But, they're going to have this Darby Allin feud for a while, because he lost the casket match.
Okay.
So that's going to be a thing for a little while, I think. There was a fatal 4-way, dude. And this was for the women's title. And Chris Statlander wins. Tony Storm loses the title. And obviously in the fatal 4-way, that's a good way to do it. You protect your champion, and I think that's going to be really cool.
Oh,
it's great to do this because, you're really pushing Statlander too. Because
have to.
You have this, like...
She's incredible. She's
Mercedes great. Lost to her. Like, Tony Storm has been on a run.
Oh my God.
She's beaten basically
the best
everybody.
thing about the company for a while.
And so now you have Tony Storm come back for revenge. This whole thing's going to be really cool. I'm excited for that too.
Did you just mention that there's a story, there's a new path going down, a story that involves Tony?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there is? Okay. I bet it's the best thing in the company.
Yeah. Oh, dude, she killed it too. Like, even the shock of losing the title, like, all of it was great. Very well done.
When does she miss?
No,
she's the best thing going.
And the match was great. Dude. Like Tekla, Jamie Hayter, like
everybody involved.
They're like women's division's great.
It is.
It really
is.
Is.
Yeah, for sure. That's one thing we've always said is that the talent there is incredible, and it comes down to a similar problem that WWE has, which is just booking.
Yeah.
That's it. Sure. And I say the term booking, but it's not what I really mean, I guess. I mean,
no, because the booking is good in a way, because you still have these big cards with the right matches.
That's right.
Like, it feels like they're doing the right thing with the matches.
Yes.
But I feel like what they need to do is their builds.
The actual story building and story development is where they lack.
Yeah, I think it needs something.
Except for with Tony. Everything she touches is perfect.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. I don't know how she manages to turn anything into...
Dude, she's too good, man. She's too good.
Yeah. Yeah, they're lucky they have her, to be honest with you.
They are, yeah.
There was another fatal four-way, a ladder match. That was really good, too. Then you had Hangman and Kyle Fletcher. Really good match as well. Dude, Kyle Fletcher killing it.
Oh, yeah.
That dude's fucking fantastic.
So good.
Yep. And I love what they're doing over there.
Good.
I really do.
I also love what they're doing over there. I love it. I love how quickly it can go from fucking being like, man, what are they doing?
Dude, I didn't watch
shit. Here we go. It's on, bro.
I didn't watch shit of SmackDown for a while, and I didn't even realize like Lesnar was on SmackDown before the pay-per-view or the PLE or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I just don't watch it. Like, my main shows now are Raw and Dynamite.
Yep. Yeah.
And I think that's the best way I can absorb both, because it's like they're kind of their headline shows.
It's their A shows.
And I'll watch SmackDown highlights if I get the chance or whatever. But
it's pretty much the same thing I do. Is I try to watch as much as I can of both AEW and WWE, and then I try to catch as much auxiliary stuff as I can, and anything else that I miss because I just simply don't have enough time to watch it all. I try to at least catch highlights and be aware of what everyone's up to.
Yeah, because AEW used to be
stuff like TNA and NXT.
Like Dynamite for me was always like I'm bored and I'm like, well, Dynamite happened a couple days ago. I'll watch that.
Just watch it.
Now it's like, oh shit, it's Wednesday. You know what I mean? And that's good. That's what you want.
What they want. That's what fans want.
Yeah.
That's the move.
Yeah, and I still don't watch it live necessarily, but I watch it the day after.
That's a whole different conversation.
You're like, oh, there's a new Dynamite, and that's good because you want it in people's head. And I hope
they're doing everything right now.
Yeah,
and I'm very happy that they are. I'm so glad to see it, and I hope that this positive run lasts several years.
And it feels, it felt like also the fans had so much more fun, but also they're in Toronto. That was a little different.
Sure.
But the crowd was great over there.
Of course.
And so you're like, man, you go from Wrestlepalooza to that, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, like, dude, AEW won the weekend. There's no way around it. No way around it.
Yeah, and I wish it wasn't. Yeah, I don't know. It's like they're booking shows on the same days, like trying to compete, and it's like, that shows you that's not a good sign. Like when WWE wants to try to compete with you, like that's not a good sign for them, for WWE.
Yeah,
because now they're saying, oh, like it feels like an acknowledgement that you're actually doing something.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, if AEW can keep doing everything right, like they are right now, and continue to stay the course,
I'll tell you, I'm seeing a lot.
I mean, it's already big.
Well, yeah, and I'm seeing a lot less tribalism online about it.
Me too. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of people that have been hating on it for a long time saying, "Got to tell you, it's getting pretty good right now."
People are just tired of the monotony of WWE shows lately.
See, I don't know. Maybe I mean some people are for sure, but I still just see a lot of people that follow WWE just be invested in whatever it is they like, and then still move on to AEW.
Sure, I feel like you can get away with watching Raw highlights.
You can.
You know what I mean? At this point,
you can. Yep, absolutely. Same with SmackDown.
But,
same with NXT.
You want it to be. I have to watch the whole show.
I mean, I guess to be fair, you can get away with watching highlights for literally everything now because of social media. But I get what you mean by that, or at least I think I do.
Yeah, it's like there's
if you miss Raw,
it feels like on their weeklies there's very few major parts of their story.
You're like, oh my god, I can't believe I missed this.
Yeah. I don't know.
But here's the thing. Now that they're starting to feel low, that means TKO is going to see it and go, oh shit.
Well, they got to see the numbers. They got to have first access to the numbers.
They're going to be going, oh, and then it's that classic when one side is doing something bad and the other side starts setting the example of how to do it well, then the other side will start. They have to adapt for the sake of the fans and their own wallets. Oh, and that's so the tide rises all ships. Yeah, like, it's the same deal, you know.
What happened before?
And I'm just so thankful that it happened for AEW. Like AEW did that to WWE when it started in the first few years. They really pressured WWE to make some changes and step up their game. And then WWE hit this huge awesome stride when AEW was having their first down period, and they went and they got comfortable and got fucking, all right, they're toast, AEW who? And now AEW rose to meet the level it had to get to, and now they're there, and WWE got comfortable and is starting to sink a bit. Yeah. And so the end result is the tide keeps going even higher.
Yes.
So as a fan of all wrestling, I'm going,
yeah.
Just like we planned, bro. Like now everything's good, you know? Yeah. Except for right now, like there's plenty of good stuff in WWE, but I don't think it's debatable that it feels like it's a lull compared to how high it was riding even just like last year.
Yeah, last year for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll say also that I love Taz and Bryan Danielson on commentary. That's great. Because those are the two guys, and I talked about it a couple times probably now, that they call the match.
Yeah.
And they do a good job doing it.
And if AEW is going to do 3-man booths, how do you not do Excalibur, Taz, and Danielson all the time?
Exactly. Yeah, it's great.
They're incredible. There's plenty. There's other good guys too, though. Like if you can't have Danielson, that's where you bring in a guy like I just had his name. Another really good guy that's over there. That's indie legend
on commentary.
Yeah, dude. Too many names. It doesn't help that my brain is mush right now, but Excalibur, Taz, Bryan Danielson is amazing.
Well, yeah.
That to me is my preferred team.
I don't know what's going on with Shimoni.
Go to list of all wrestling personnel. All elite wrestling.
Men's division.
Oh, that's everybody. Oh, women's division. Here we go. Other on air. Don Callis. Yes.
Yeah, Jake the Snake.
Oh, keep going because we've got refs. Broadcast team. Here we go. Let's see. Dude, they got Carlos Cabrera. That's incredible.
Yeah, dude. Melissa Santos.
Nigel McGuinness is who I was thinking of. Nigel McGuinness.
Yeah,
he's great too. He's great. And I know he's a commentator for Collision. I get that, and he does pay-per-views and stuff. Mm-hmm. But I just mean he's really good, and he reminds me of Brian a little bit. Probably just the similar background, and it seems like they're trying to, like they fulfill a similar role as far as what spot they sit in on a commentary booth.
Yeah, and I'm glad. I mean. Well, Excalibur fills the Schiavone boots pretty well.
He does. Yeah. Schiavone and Excalibur are their two like showrunners.
Yeah,
so to speak, like the broadcast lead. Yeah. Your play-by-play guy.
Yeah,
and then color is your guys that are there to give context.
Yeah,
and
that's what they're
usually
doing.
Best when they're
it feels like WWE doesn't have that. It feels like they have the two main commentators. Like
they have a play-by-play and a commentator, a color guy.
Corey Graves does a good job with it. But
Corey's great. I think we just sat and sang his praises for 15 minutes last episode.
Yeah.
Because he was one of the best in the world at broadcast.
It doesn't feel like they have that dynamic anymore for some reason.
Yeah, and I think it's just an intentional difference of how they call in WWE.
They're presenting it differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's awesome. I'm
It is,
excited.
yeah.
I'm excited about that, and I really hope. I also just want to find. I hope something catches with WWE. I want them to find a track and be like, "Oh, here's the feud we need to go with." And I think, as we said, I think it has to do with Cena.
Yeah,
I think a lot of it has to do with that.
There's storylines I still love that I'm following. Like, I'm very interested in what's going on with Bayley. I'm always following Judgment Day stuff. I'm always going to be following, like Io Sky and Asuka and them. Like, there's stuff I like. You know what I mean? There's stuff I like. There's storylines I'm into. There's characters I'm invested in. And even if the story is just the basic work of it being a sport and them chasing the title or something, I'm still invested because I'm invested in the talent.
I think that's the thing is, I think that's what they think is like, maybe they're like.
But that's not always enough.
I think that's what they're thinking is like, we have the talent and people are invested in these characters, so we can just.
How hard can we ride it?
Right.
Yeah. No, we need more. And that's okay. That's all okay.
They just need to figure that out.
AEW is crushing now, and that helps. That hurts nothing. It helps everybody. It helps WWE. It helps everybody in the locker room everywhere. It helps fans. Nobody loses when any of the companies are doing really great shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So good on them, man.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to see the first real redemption of AEW, because every company's always going to have ups and downs.
Yeah, and I wonder how many people.
And it's great to see them prove they're going to be around for the long haul by having another up period.
Yes, I wonder how many people paid for the $30 ESPN thing. Oof. I would like to see those numbers.
I heard there was a lot of trash with that. Shocker. I mean, first one ever on ESPN, and it's all this convoluted, confusing fucking streamer apocalypse garbage.
Yeah, I heard the stream quality is good though, better than like Peacocks or whatever. But
sure.
Hey, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna pay for it. So sorry.
Not a chance. Won't be me.
But yeah, All Out was great. Watch that if you haven't seen it.
Yes.
Anytime they do big shows in those big venues, dude, it's like the crowd. You can tell, man, that there's something changing there.
Yep.
And it just carries over in the whole vibe of the show.
If you haven't watched them yet, and you can only watch one match from the shows, the two big shows, what are the two matches? Because for me, for Wrestlepalooza, without a shadow of a doubt, it's not even close. It's Io Sky versus
Vaquer, for sure.
Yeah,
it depends on if you're into hardcore matches, I guess. Because
that's true.
I think MJF and Mark Briscoe was really good. But then it's like, do you want to just watch Hangman? You know, I don't know.
I know. I get that. It's hard to pick one with AEW because it was such a bigger scale of a card with so many more matches.
Yeah. Yes. It is a huge card.
And
Kyle Fletcher's a big deal too. I want people to recognize how good he is.
For sure.
So, yeah, check all that stuff out. Head over to w.gg and use our promo code. It's Clear Shots. It's all one word. And you can support the show that way. Like and subscribe. Visit the website. My co-host on the other show just launched his own podcast.
He did. Yeah.
So that's available on all the wherever you get podcasts. And it's on the Clear Shots YouTube channel. So check that out as well. It's kind of like a recovery, like self-help, mental health sort of based thing. So it's a different tone.
Different tone, different vibe from what we do on here and what you guys do on Clear Shots.
Yes.
But an important topic to discuss nonetheless.
It's much more.
And props to Jake for taking it there.
Yeah, for sure. Because it takes a lot to do it by yourself. And not only that, but, talk about things that are personal like that. So,
and he's good at it.
Yeah. So that's a thing. If anybody's struggling with that kind of things, hopefully that'll help. Something like that would.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Thank you for watching. If you're watching live, that's awesome.
Yeah, hell yeah.
If not, it's going to be on the internet. So
Yeah,
you can
it's
watch
not
it
going
already.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Hopefully. So,
all right, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Thank you.